ladies and gentlemen, the goose is loose. This episode brought to you by the number 13, the mathematical symbol %, and the colour red. Welcome back to the channel. I'm really pleased with how the first video turned out, particularly in terms of the response I've had to it. I've had some great feedback, I've had a number of likes, and I've had nearly 100 views on that video, which is fantastic. Starting out with this series, that's exceeded my expectations massively. So I'm really pleased with that. Thank you all so much. Please continue to share that video, to share it amongst your networks, to get people out to see it. It's the intro to me, it's the intro to the series. I'd like people to pick up at that point. If we can get it over 100 views, that would be amazing. I've got higher aims for the next one. So this is a bit of an interim video. The next one's the first biggie. The next one is Warhammer World for launch day. So right now it's Wednesday night. I've got 3 days to go. We're going to go to Warhammer World. We're going to be there for the launch of 8th edition, and it's going to be properly exciting. For some of you, Warhammer World might be somewhere that you go if you live in the UK every month or so. It might be your local store. You might go and play there every week. I know some of you do. For some of you, you may never have been. You may never go. It might be the lifetime ambition. I can't show you the inside of Warhammer World in intimate detail via video because you're not allowed to film there. What I will do is we'll get in the car together in the morning, we'll take a journey over there, we'll feel the hype, we'll have a look around in the car park. Dead exciting. Might even show you where the toilets are, and then I'll probably have to turn the camera off. But after that, we'll take loads of pictures, we'll see what's on display, I'll go through the miniatures hall, and at the end we jump back in the car, we'll whack the video back on, and I'll let you get an immediate debrief from me on how the day went, what we saw, what the news is for 8th, and how I feel about it. So we'll get immediate visceral reaction. Hopefully a really interesting video. So here's a challenge for you. We got nearly 100 views on the first video. We might be over 100 by the time you see this. Fingers crossed, it'd be very nice. But I want more. I want to get more people involved in this. I'm interested in building a community, building a following, and getting some people to chat, to talk about what they're going to do in 8th edition, what they're excited about, what they're painting, what they're building, what they like, what they don't like. Please like, share, contribute. I've got a Facebook page. Didn't link that in the first video. Got too excited, forgot. I've got a Twitter account. I'll put those in the descriptions for this video. So hopefully follow the Facebook page. Jump on, follow me on Twitter, get all the latest updates and my random ramblings. But if we can get the Warhammer World video over 200 views in, say, the next 3 weeks, let's not put a time limit on it 6 months, but in the next 3 weeks after the launch of that video, and I'm hoping to get it up on the Sunday, depending on my internet, which is particularly terrible. If we can get it up to 200 views within 3 weeks, I'll do a live Q&A. So I will log into YouTube and I'll do a live Q&A with as many of you as you want to turn up, and I will do that live Q&A with wine. For those of you who know me, you know that that could be an interesting experience, so come along, it'll be a laugh. Whether you like wargaming or not, whether you want to ask questions about models or questions about something completely irrelevant and completely inappropriate, join in. And because I'm going to Warhammer World, and Warhammer World has exclusive models and exclusive products, I'm going to pick up one of the models that you can only buy in the bar at Warhammer World. So the Bugman's bar has its own range of models, little dwarf models. I'll pick up one of those. If we get at least 25 people involved in the Q&A, there's a bit of an if and if and if here, we need 200 hits on the video, then we'll do a live Q&A. If we get 25 people on that Q&A, whoever asks the most interesting question, and that'll be judged by me, that might make it the most interesting and most relevant Warhammer question, although I severely doubt it. It might be the rudest, most disgusting question I've ever been asked. Some of you could probably have a go at that one. It might be just the funniest one, or the one that leads to the most bizarre ramblings in the chat. Whoever asks what I deem to be the most interesting question wins that model. So for some of you, you might be able to pop down there on a Thursday night, pick up that model, and it's not a big worry. Some of you might not get to Warhammer World more than once a year. Some of you, you may never get there. It might be an international thing. I'm quite happy to send this. We've got a couple of international viewers that I know of. So get on, let's get this done. Share it with everyone you can, get everyone involved. Let's see if we can get to 200 likes. Let's see if we can, or 200 views. Let's see if we can get to the Q&A. If we can get enough people in the Q&A, I'll give away a Warhammer World model. And if that works brilliantly, I'll go back to Nottingham and we'll do something different. And we'll, instead of a Bugman's model, maybe next time we'll pick up one of the slightly more expensive exclusive Warhammer 30,000 models. Whatever's interesting to people in the channel. So, thank you for coming back. I just wanted to really share the hype because I'm getting properly pumped for Saturday. So that's what's coming up. Look forward to the Saturday video. Please like and share these, particularly the first one. I'll chuck in a couple of pictures of Skaven models, and I will see you guys soon. Goose out. Goose back in. Just a quick one. I noticed in the first video, one of the first things I tell you I'm going to do is explain exactly what I've pre-ordered so we can get all excited about it, and then I don't mention it again. And I thought, well, I might do a little amendment to that video and I might tell you exactly what I've pre-ordered. I'm not going to do that, because instead, on either the Sunday, because I've already got my fingers crossed for a Saturday arrival, or on the Monday, depending on when stuff gets shipped to me, I'll do an unboxing video instead, so we can tear the sellotape off together, we can rip open the cardboard, and you can see all the stuff I bought in grand glorious detail, and it'll probably be slightly after you've all ordered your own stuff, so we can get excited together. So we're going to do that. I've also alluded to the Skaven models. I've mentioned that we're going to talk about, I'm going to show some Skaven models. We'll save that for another video. I have put paint to model on the Tau, as I promised, but it's 2 coats of Agrax Earthshade on a base. It's not very exciting. Picture of the Tau model here. Not particularly inspirational. So we'll come back to that at another time. I have started painting those, but I've not got as far as I'd like to have got. We'll do those in the next week or so, and I'll show you what my scheme is and how it works, and how I've done some of it and what my results are. But if people are interested in seeing some of the Age of Sigmar models, the Skaven models I mentioned, let me know. I'll do a quick Age of Sigmar summary of some of the stuff I've painted there. But until then, like, share, enjoy. We've got Warhammer World video coming up in a couple of days. We've got an unboxing video coming up, and then later on next week we'll get back to that Tau painting video. Peace out.